Hello everybody! In today's video we are going to have the following topic: destructive thinking. We are going to explain a little bit more about the toxicity of allowing into our minds negative thoughts that have the potential to damage and to destroy us, to crush us psychologically, and create a reality for us that is a total chaos. It's a total life that is unhappy. And when we think about this, there are different factors that could potentiate or could be the cause for which we have such negative thoughts that, let's say, are like a barrier, stops us from being successful, prosperous, from achieving the things that we want in our lives. And a lot of times, or mostly, this kind of negative thinking comes from the exterior, from the things that we allow into our minds, into our brain. And mostly, these are things that we could watch on the TV, we could hear on the radio, on the internet, sometimes also comments, gossip from either relatives, friends, or other sources that slowly but surely start poisoning our minds, and as a result our life will be a recipient of all negativity that is simply a way of slowly poisoning our minds and creating an unhappy existence for us that will be reflected in our relationships with our partners, with your husband, with your wife, with your children, with your environment, the place that you work, everywhere. And it will be reflected even in the way that you affects your worship, your relationship with God, because your thoughts are always negative, always afraid, always insecure. And it's a reality that, for example, people who watch TV on the news, most of the news is all negative. It's basically who got killed, an explosion, terrorism, robbery, thieves. Basically, it's all negative. And of course, if we think about this, they are simply spreading fear. Oh, viruses, pandemics, earthquakes, and many things, and it makes you to be always afraid that people sometimes don't want to get even out of their houses because they got some kind of phobia to be in the outside. Oh, perhaps something could happen to me, I will be a victim of this or that. And the news, these big companies don't care about you, don't care about your health. They just simply want to create sensation. These are realities of the world, I know, but we have in our hands the power to choose what we watch and what comes into our brain. What are we feeding our brain with? Positive things, spiritual things, motivational things, or we just always trying to bring in all the negativity, all the bad? Simply is going to destroy us psychologically. And even people who sometimes are going through hard times, let's say they're having problems in their marriage, in their relationships. Oh, my wife is doing this to me, I'm feeling depressed, she said that I am this or I am that, or she left me, my heart is broken, I'm not gonna be able to recover from this. And then, oh, he left me, he doesn't do this, or like if it's the end of the world. And then people start going into listening to some music that even the music that they listen is all negative. The music is just the letter of the music is just like, oh, I love her so much and she left me. This is my only love. I'm not gonna recover, I'm not gonna be able to love again. And it's all nonsense and negativity. There are more than 7 billion people in the world, and you are just crying for one individual. So this shouldn't be the case. That it's just an example to show that even the music, the letter is all negative, is all putting in the minds of people things that is nothing positive, nothing of encouragement, nothing like, okay, it hurts, but don't worry, you're going to recover, or you're going to find love again. Or for example, if you lose a job, okay, get out that of your brain, that kind of negativity. You're like, oh, it's the end of the world, I'm not gonna be able to be successful, I'm not gonna be able to provide for my family, this, that. No, okay, now I will find another job, I will find the opportunity to create my own business. This is the chance to go to the school and study. This is the chance for me to be creative and come with new ideas. And like I said, even people sometimes gossip and say negative things. Oh, in our family, no one is successful, so you are the black sheep of the family, you're not gonna be successful neither. No one in the family is smart, so I don't have any hopes on you. This is what sometimes parents say to their kids. They are destroying their kids psychologically, and if you tell the kid that he is not smart, he will repeat that, he will believe it, because he thinks that what the parents say to him or her is the truth. And it's not the truth. Sometimes, even if your parents say something to you, you have to rationally think, okay, my mom, my father, my brother, whoever is saying to me, I'm not gonna be successful, I'm not gonna be able to have the job that I want, or the wife that I want, because of this, because of that. Okay, now examine the source from which this thing is coming. Is this person also successful? Is this person like a role model that I can say, well, it has the experience? If the person is not successful, if the person, their life of this individual is a total chaos, is a total mess, why should you take the advice from someone who is not the perfect model for this? You have to shut the voices that comes from the exterior that have got into your mind, and all these ideas have become processed by your brain, and you have assimilated them, and now you think these are part of your reality. No, you have to rewire your brain in such a way that you have to feed your brain now with things who are positive. If in my family no one has been successful until now, I will be the first. If in my family no one has got into college, I will be the first. If no one had a good job, I will be the first. If no one has found love, I will be the first who will find love in life. I will be the model for the other relatives, for my other friends, or for whoever in my family, or for the world. It doesn't mean because someone's life is total destruction or is not going the way he or she wish, why they have to project their shadow on me and be like them. And it's a reality that sometimes there are certain people who always trying to put into our minds negativity, because if they are not successful, they don't want you to be successful neither. They don't want you to be happy. They want to make your life miserable. And there are people who, in a machiavellical, if we can use this term, machiavellical way, they extract pleasure from inflicting pain, negativity into your life. Just, it's a way to make them happy. Basically, they're extracting life for their mentality, I guess, from evil, from bad, which is it's amazing if you think there are people who are able to extract pleasure from inflicting pain on someone else. Because many people, perhaps they could say to you, oh, congrats, you're so successful, I'm happy for you. Okay, there are two ways here. Maybe this is true, the person is sincere, or it could be hypocrisy. This person perhaps is feeling some kind of jealousy, envy inside. And like the saying goes, they might want you to be good or successful, but not better than them. Yeah, it's good that you are becoming prosperous or things are going good for you, but they don't want to see you better than themselves. And that's why sometimes they want to inflict in you and bring toxicity into your life and destroy you psychologically, emotionally, and this will be reflected in your life because you will think this is the truth and you will turn that into a reality. No. You have sometimes even to, if you have certain, let's say, friends, that their life is not a positive example for you, you have to have the courage to take the decision to break that relationship and move away from those friends who are just negative. They are not bringing any good into your life. Neither in a spiritual way is also very important. People who are not able to edify you spiritually, motivate you spiritually, move you closer to God, towards spirituality, towards prayer, or motivate you in other areas in life, to encourage you, and their life is just total chaos. They are perhaps in, I don't know, drugs, alcohol, this, that, and they want you to be like them. You could try to help them, but if they don't want to be helped and they just want to bring you down with them, no. You have to have the courage to break and move away from those relationships, because these people are toxic people. It doesn't matter these people are your friends for so many years. You have to have the courage to move away from such people, from such individuals, and you have to be very selective from whom you take advices. Because if the advice is good, and if something for your edification, for your improvement, to become a better person, a better individual, and you see, okay, this is a person that wants really good for me, okay, you take it, accept it. But if it's all negative, and to bring you down and crumble your life and crush you spiritually and physically, sometimes some people even want to kill you because they're so jealous, they have so much envy that they can't stand you anymore. Move away from such individuals. They're not going to bring anything good into your life. Don't listen to them. Turn off the TV. Stop listening to all these negative things and feed your mind with positive things. Read books who are about motivation, about entrepreneurship, about spirituality, about prayer. And my advice to get rid of this negative thinking, of these negative thoughts and toxic people, you have to meditate every day, if possible, about what have you done during the day, what have you learned during the day, or the week, or the month, what's going on with your life, what do I have to change, improve, what is it that I'm doing wrong, how can I fix things. Sometimes you have to be humble also and be thankful. Someone gives you an advice and it's true, and you know it's true internally, you have to accept it. And humbleness is not humiliation. Don't confuse that two things. But humble enough to say thank you. You're right. I will try to work on that. Sometimes our ego, what psychologists call the defense of the I, who I am, you think that maybe you're feeling attacked. Oh, they're saying this to me. Oh. You try to justify yourself when you know internally that they are right. This shouldn't be the case. A spiritual man, a believer, is someone who accepts when things need to be corrected, fixed, and say, okay, this person, this person got a point, it's right when he's telling me, or she's telling me, I need to fix, I need to work this, and this person is also a role model, sincere, upright individual, spiritual, successful in many things, whatever the advice topic is about. You have to be able to be selective and, okay, accept it. Don't try to protect and defend like if they're going to destroy your subjectivity, no. Sometimes you have to, that's how you improve in life, when you correct things. Always the life and obstacles, remember, see them as not as a barrier that will stop you from growing. No, some obstacles are there as a challenge to bring out of you the best, to motivate you, to refine you spiritually, physically, mentally. And you have, this way you will be living a happy life, a meaningful life. Therefore, this is a good advice. Meditate about these things, try to improve, think about what's going on in your life. Prayer, I think, is something important too, closer to God, but also don't think everything like God is gonna fix your problems. Oh God, I have such an issue, fix it for me. No, you trust God, but you go and work too, You have to work to earn things, to have to get the merit. And if God sees that you are, okay, you're working on it, He will bless your efforts. He will grant you the things because you are taking action in the physical world. God is gonna fix things for you in the spiritual world and also in the physical, but you have to move. Don't rely everything on divine providence. You have to put the effort. You have to work. You have to fix your marriage. Don't expect that God is gonna fix it for you. You have to. He give you the tools, spirituality. You know the qualities that you have to work on, improve your ethical character, behavior. These things, okay, it's come from God, but you have to talk to your wife, to your children, to work on things. So it must come from you. So always get rid of negativity, negative thoughts, toxicity. Push that away. Don't let anyone to throw their problems, their trash, to project their shadow on you. On the contrary, clear the path. Seek spirituality. Seek brightness in your life. And I'm sure your life will be different and you will be successful. You will have a meaningful life, a spiritual life. Thank you so much for your attention, and God willing, we'll see each other in the next video.